The views and opinions expressed by the speaker, host, commentator, or other third party in Ariva webinars, e-learning events, and/or virtual masterclass are those of the speaker, host, commentator, or third party and do not necessarily reflect and represent the views and opinions of Ariva. Furthermore, Ariva does not warrant, express, or imply the merchantability and fitness for a particular purpose of any product, information, service, or process presented by the speaker, host, commentator, or third party, and Ariva specifically disclaims any legal liability or responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or usefulness of any product, information, service, or process presented. Finally, material or information presentation, opinion, process, or service by, on any trade name, trademark, manufacturer, or otherwise during Ariva webinars, e-learning events, and/or virtual masterclass do not constitute or imply Ariva's endorsement or recommendation of such opinion, process, service, item, or organization.
From your location. I'm Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Marites. Welcome to Ariva Academy. Also, to our friends who are watching us from out of Metro Manila, we have friends who are watching us all the way from Cagayan, from Isabela, from La Union, from Ilocos Norte, from Ilocos Sur. We have friends who are from Abra, from Kalinga, wow, from Mountain Province, from Ifugao, from Benguet, Pangasinan, from Nueva Vizcaya, from Tarlac, from Pampanga, from Zambales, from Bataan, from Nueva Ecija, also friends from Laguna, from Batangas, from Palawan, from Occidental Mindoro, also from Oriental Mindoro, from Romblon, Albay, Camarines Sur, from Samar, from Northern Samar, from Leyte, from Southern Leyte, from Cebu, from Negros Occidental, from Negros Oriental, from Aklan, from Iloilo, from Antique, from Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, Zamboanga Sibugay, from Lanao del Norte, wow, a lot from Mindanao, from Misamis Occidental, Misamis Oriental, from Bukidnon, from North Cotabato, Davao del Norte, Davao Oriental, Davao del Sur, Davao de Oro, from Sultan Kudarat. We also have participants who are viewing us all the way from South Cotabato, from Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Surigao del Norte, from Tawi-Tawi, from Lanao del Sur, and also from Maguindanao. Magandang hapon, Pilipinas. But we also would like to greet our participants who are viewing us from out of the country. We have friends who are from Benin, this is in Africa, from Cambodia, from Ghana, from Hong Kong, from India, from Korea, wow, from Malaysia, from Nepal, from Qatar, Singapore, from South Africa, from Taiwan, from Tanzania, from UAE, and even from Vietnam. Hello, Philippines. Hello, world. Good afternoon. We're very happy to have all of you here with us. We're really excited because we're starting the year, right, by learning something new. And we're very happy to be able to help you with that. Now, let's do an audio check, okay? I want to make sure that once our speaker is on screen, you will be able to hear the discussion clearly. So please type 111 here in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. You can also type 222 if you can't hear anything, or you can type 2121 if you can hear me, but the sound that you're hearing is choppy, it's laggy, or it's breaking up. You can also type question mark if you don't understand what is happening. We will try to help you out. Let me check. I am seeing a lot of 111s here in the chat box. Thank you so much for that. Later, we'll have a 5-minute break. And if you're familiar with it, something exciting is happening every break time. Okay, so watch out for that. And for you to be a part of that exciting activity, I am inviting everyone to be a part of the growing Ariva Academy Viber community. This activity will be exclusive for those who are part of our Ariva Academy Viber community. So as early as now, make sure you're part of it. Scan the QR code. Just join us there. We will also be posting a link here in the chat box so that you can access it also. So see you all in our Viber community. Now, participants' microphones will be temporarily disabled by our administrator during the discussion just to avoid interruptions. But for those of you who might have questions, we will encourage that. During our Q&A portion, you can click the raise hand button so you can ask your question directly to our speaker, or you can also type your questions here in the chat box, and then we will be reading them during our Q&A portion. Now, an e-certificate of attendance will be awarded to participants who will successfully complete the entire masterclass, and it will be available 3 to 5 working days after the learning session. Now, just to ensure that you will receive your e-certificate, please ensure that the email address you gave us is the correct one. Make sure that the spelling is correct also. And the link for the feedback form, which you will need to fill out before you receive your e-certificate, will be posted here in the chat box. So there you have it. Now, I'm sure you're all eager to get this started. So let me introduce our speaker. Our speaker for this afternoon has been in the practice of human resource management, organizational development, and strategic HR for over 25 years. He has worked for top brands in the Philippines and in the world like Motolite Batteries, Heavy Logistics Incorporated, a global supply chain partner of McDonald's, Canon, and Nissan. Currently, he is the general manager, talent management, and the CNN country HR lead of Nissan Philippines. He has been with Nissan for over 5 years and has been recognized for his efforts in executive talent acquisition, leadership acceleration for key talents, strategic rewards, engagement, and retention. So everyone, let us welcome our speaker, Mr. Eric Del Castillo.
Thank you very much, Kate, for that.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good
Happy
afternoon,
New Year.
everyone. Good afternoon, Kate, our beautiful host, and nice to be back with Ariva. Happy New Year, everyone. And we have over 370 participants already. I wonder how important retention is nowadays for all our participants. And we are all going through a rebound in our economy. So I'm sure a lot of you are now back to work, back to your home base. Okay. So can I start, Kate?
Yes, yes, please. We're all excited
Okay.
to listen
So
to you.
yes, and as mentioned by Kate, I'm part of the global company Nissan. We are the manufacturer, distributor, sales, and marketing of Nissan vehicles globally. And in the Philippines, we are here in BGC. Our office is in BGC, and we do business for the Philippines. So our topic is employee retention strategies that work. And so let's move to the next page. And how is retention? Why do we need to talk about retention? No? Can I see those 373? Why do we need to talk about retention? Bakit? Should I speak in English or can I speak in the local language? Do we have
We may have participants who may not understand Filipino because we have a lot of participants who are watching us from out of the country.
Oh, that's good. Anyway, I can probably do a Taglish once in a while so that you can understand things better. So, sige, let's try to ask our participants. I want you to be active, no, in this discussion. Why do we need to talk about retention? Why is it important to you? Can I see to retain key employees? Because okay, I don't see all the replies.
Here are some let me help you with that. This is
Okay,
from
go ahead, Kate.
This is what she said. Eliminate cost of training. From
That's true.
Yes, this is from Katrina. She said succession.
Yes.
From Giselle, cut cost of people hiring. There. From Jesus Len, lessen employee turnover. Okay, from Jocelyn, same idea because hiring and training new staff entails cost.
That's true. That's true.
Mary Grace and Aldrin, they're both saying that it's cost effective. From Anakin, this one, for better tenureship of employees, healthier, superior subordinate and peer-to-peer relationship. Oh.
Okay, thank you very much, Kate, for helping me with that. And yes, why do we need to talk about retention? Because, you know, every employee who leaves the organization would have to be replaced, right? Unless you are in a cost-cutting mode, then there will be no replacement. But otherwise, each employee who would exit the organization or the business or the company would have to be replaced. And the cost for replacement is higher, they say, higher than retaining your talent and giving them more perks, as they say. So aside from that, you mentioned about stability, you mentioned about succession. Those are very important, in retaining talents. Probably we will discuss that further about succession. It's entirely different topic altogether. It's not, well, it's part of retention, but it's a very big topic of succession planning. So why do we need to talk about retention? I'll give you some very important notes. Organizational stability, because we need to have stability in the organization, or people will feel that the company may be going through a very difficult time, and that would impact the morale of our employees and motivation. Business continuity. We need to talk about retention because of business continuity. You meant about succession. Ensure that when someone leaves, we have to replace because we have to continue the business. And, when we let go of people and then we hire another one, there's what you call a training time. There's actually a cycle. That's a cycle, and we have to train them. We have to give them time to adjust, and it's very costly. And of course, if we have a high attrition rate, which is the other that's the counterpart of retaining talents. If we have attrition, high attrition, then people will feel demoralized or demotivated. Let's move down to the next page. Well, they say that there's healthy attrition, no? There's an acceptable attrition level at 9% and an alarming, no, attrition at 20%. Where are we? Tingnan nga natin. Can you share with me where you are right now sa attrition rate? No, this is attrition, because the other way is when you say retention. Of course, when you have 95% retention, that's healthy. No, if you have a 91% retention, that's healthy. No, that's acceptable. And if you have an 80% retention, which is 20% attrition, then that's may sound alarming. Can I see your attrition rate? Or you can just say retention 90% or 80%. Can I see how's your retention rate going in your organization?
Seeing some participants are saying it's alarming, at the alarming level. Some are saying they're at the acceptable level. And yes, a lot are saying they're at the healthy level. Okay, mas dumadami na. The alarming is now more than the healthy. Oh.
Yes, I'm sure. No, I'm sure, because our company is not of course, we are not safe from all these problems. We also go through those problems. So I can share with you why and what are we currently doing in order to manage those. No, nakakata. Oh, ang taas ng retention rate, 98%.
98,
no?
wow.
But not high retention rate doesn't also mean higher productivity. No, so there's a healthy retention level. Question. No, may question agad. May nag-aas agad ng question. Sige, go ahead. If you want. Sige, what's that question?
Should I read it? Okay.
Can you just read it quickly?
This is the question from Katrina. What is the standard formula used in computing both retention and attrition rates?
Well, you just have to, on a monthly basis, you can just take the number of employees, the total number of employees over the number of resignations over that period. And then you can do it annual basis. For example, you have how many employees who left the company? Say 10 over, so that's 10%. For example, you had 10 resignations over a total headcount of 100. So that's 10%. You can look at that on a monthly basis, and then, or you look at it annual basis. So this healthy, this acceptable, this alarming level actually would have an implication on the business. Do you agree that a very high attrition rate could have a very significant impact on the business? No, in Nissan, when I joined the company, we are at double-digit attrition rate. When I came into the company 9 years ago, I joined in 2015. We are at around 13 to 15 attrition rate, and then after about 2-3 years, we able to manage that to single-digit, as low as 9%, from 13 down to 9. And then during the pandemic, as we all know, not all employees would want to take the risk of leaving the company. So we literally didn't have an attrition rate, probably just about 1 or 2% only. But when the economy bounced back in 2022, 23, we saw an increased number of leavers, an increased number of employees leaving the company. Probably there are opportunities outside that they check. So from 9% down to 2% attrition, and then we saw an increasing number from 13, 15. Even our company had those attrition rates. No, so now it's back to 13%, and we're seeing a more or less stabilized at about 12-13% retention level. Attrition level. Let's move down to the next page. Employees, no? Employee retention, employee engagement, and employee experience. We will not be talking just about retention. The main topic that we will talk about later on is the strategy, employee retention strategies. So what I'll be sharing with you later is about the strategy, okay? Retention is the measure, okay? And people or employee engagement is the vehicle. That is what we will have to look at. Diyan tayo magko-concentrate sa engagement, which is the actual vehicle in order to retain talents. You don't just focus your efforts on retention. You have to do something. Hindi pwedeng monthly monitor ka ng number. You're trying to monitor monthly on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, on an annual basis, but you're not doing anything in the organization. Our suggestion is to look at engagement. And at the end of the day, the goal is employee experience. Okay? I'm not sure whether you've heard about these things, but this is what we were gonna discuss this afternoon. So I just want to see hands of those who are already into engagement and employee experience. Can I see hands of those? Can you just say, yes, we are in engagement and experience, or we are not yet there, no? You're there or not yet there, no? Yes, you are, and no, you are not yet there. So, okay, yes, okay, good. We are there, yes, okay. Good, good. Okay, but whether you're doing the right thing is something else, no? Michael said they are not yet there, no? You are here to see what other companies are doing, and like Nissan, no, whether we will compare with each other, no, whether what you are doing is in line with other companies' efforts. Gladly, I'd like to share with you that Nissan in 2023, we were awarded as the 7th best employer from Philippine Daily Inquirer and Statista. And that is something that we are very proud of. Aside from that, another company has named us as one of the companies in the Philippines who has a very strong employer brand. No, the Employer Branding Institute of India named us, and another big auditing firm, I cannot mention their name because they did not give me the authority, has rated Nissan as having an outstanding human rights practices. They audited us. This is a global audit company that's auditing all the businesses in Nissan globally. And they said that Nissan Philippines human rights practices are outstanding. So that's how we basically make sure that the company is on the right path. No? So engagement and experience. Okay, let's move down to the next page. Okay, as I said, retention, we try to measure the retention rate by the formula, by the number of leavers over the total number of headcount. No? And then engagement. Can I see hands of those in this webinar? If you are conducting an engagement survey, can you just say yes, we are conducting an engagement survey? Others would call it job satisfaction survey. Okay, good. Or others would call it culture, no? Employee culture or organizational culture. Okay, you are on the right path, no? If you are conducting an engagement survey, a job satisfaction survey, or we can just call it organizational climate survey, you are on the right path, no? And if you're not into that, later on, I will be sharing with you a very quick survey technique that can help you understand the current satisfaction level or engagement level that you are conducting. Well, in our company, we do have a global employee survey. It's actually running now until February 2, which is globally. We do this every January, and it's annual. We use Glint, the partner of LinkedIn, to do this global employee survey. So we measure not just engagement, we also measure enablement. And of course, experience. Do we have a measure for employee experience? Can I see your feedback? Do we have a measure for employee experience? Okay. Have you tried? Do you have an employee experience survey? Oh, good, no? I think the feedback is very positive that some none. Okay. Yes. Okay. I would rather that for experience. You get, yes. Ning Canonigo said it's feedback. Yes, I would agree. Because sometimes we're very focused on the numbers, but we don't even communicate with our employees. Actually, when we say employee experience, these are the feedback that we get from employees, whether they stay or they would leave the organization. These are the talks of the informal sectors, as they say, o yung mga marites in the organization. And these marites in the organization would give you an idea of how employee experience is going along. No, exit interview. Yes, definitely, it would give you an idea of how employee experience is. No, and you know where you get employee experience? Applicants. Have you tried talking with your applicants? And then when you hire them when you finally hire these applicants and become part of your organization, ask them, applicant experience. Do you also measure applicant experience? Can I see? Ang hirap kasi I cannot communicate with all of you. You are about 400 now, no? Can you just say yes, no? If you're using applicant experience, that's part of the total experience, no? That's very important. So retention rate, again, is the measure. Engagement is the vehicle. And experience is the goal. Remember that. Our topic is employee retention strategies. So our focus later will be about strategies, okay? And overall experience will be shared by employees around the organization. They will be your ambassadors. The people who are happy in the organization are your ambassadors, okay? Let's move now to the next page. So formula to build employee experience, no? So as we say, retention, these are driven by data and organizational health indicators. Engagement is building a positive relationship. How is relationship in the organization? Are people happy? How is your executive committee? How's your management committee? Can I see feedback? Siguro hindi naman kayo mapapagalitan ng mga bosses nyo. Is your executive committee or management committee in good harmonious terms? Something like that. You don't have to answer. Because the moment you see that your organizational leaders are in good terms, they are already leading by example in terms of engagement. They actually show to the organization how people work together. However, if you have so many issues hounding the leadership, that would impact how people work together below the management committee level, or let's just say the general population. And of course, experience is what we call organizational culture. No, people will talk about this. No, marami yan, even on the pantry, on the along the hallway, on meeting rooms. They talk about their experience. No, they talk about, paano nangyari yun? Paano na-promote si ganito? How come we don't have this? How come in December we didn't have any Christmas party? Things like that. These are all experience that forms part of your culture. So all these things, retention, engagement, experience, are very important components of retention strategy. Okay, let's move down to the next page. What is employee engagement? No, we will now focus on the employee engagement because, as I said, retention is the measure, and then engagement is the vehicle. This is where things will work or will not work. If you have a very robust engagement program, if you have a what we'll say an effective engagement program, it will impact retention, no? So it will impact retention, and it will come out as part of your employee experience. Okay, let's move now to the next page. Okay, what is the level of engagement? Now, how are you going to build an engaging culture? That is the question, no? Sabi ni Jennifer na, employee engagement describes the level of enthusiasm and dedication, no? A worker feels toward their job. Kasi if you have enthusiastic, happy employees, they will go above and beyond. Did you know that the definition of engagement is going above and beyond, no? What is expected of them? When you see people going above and beyond it, you don't have to push them to do their work. You are having an employee, you are now having a high employee engagement. Thank you very much, Jennifer, for that. So how are you going to build an engaging culture? We have a formula at Nissan. I'm part of a global cross-functional team which was formed in 2022. We were globally, I'm the lead, and I had representatives from Japan and from Americas, Nissan Americas, and we formed a toolkit. We came up with a toolkit on how to engage our employees because we would like to retain talents. Okay, next. Okay, these are the indicators. Can we just press again, please, so that we get all the indicators? Yes, indicators of the level of employee engagement. Gaya na sabi natin kanina, retention or attrition, or we call it turnover. Attrition or turnover rate is one and the same. Disciplinary cases. High, if you have a very high number of disciplinary cases, and you better check whether this is already impacting, no, your overall organizational health. Employee customer complaints, level of cooperation, do a focus group discussion, exit interview results as mentioned earlier, no, and employee satisfaction survey and business performance. These are indicators of the level of employee engagement, no, which are all which may form part of your retention measure, no, like turnover rate, disciplinary cases. Okay, let's move now to the next page. Okay. Yes, ayan, titingnan natin kung kung masasagot niyo yan. Blank, hold the key to employee engagement. Sige nga, let's try. Can you answer this question? Blank, hold the key to employee engagement. Experience, culture. We, wow, sino yun? Ian, Kevin, yeah, we. Okay, I think that's plus point, no? We, Christine, yes. Employee recognition, sige. Tingnan natin, leaders. O, tandaan nyo yung mga sagot nyo, ha? Cooperation, happiness. Honey said Marie said communication. Nako, bakit minove na yung sagot mo sa next page? Hindi ko pa sinasabi. Anyway, thank you very much to our Kate, ang bilis naman ng ating administrator. Very good. Very
excited.
Good. Excited. But yes, you know, managers hold the key to employee engagement. No other person in the organization hold the key, no? Ang bilis pero nakikita ko that a lot of you know, no? Alam niyo kung sino, may nagsabi nga leaders no? Sabi managers, management, yes. Why? Why do you think this is actually based on a study, no? That managers hold the key to employee engagement. Remember, later on, meron kasi akong slide dyan that will show why managers hold the key. Later siguro, titignan natin, why do they hold the key? Because they are the ones, managers are the ones who have the direct, supervision over the people. Kasi yung people, yung ini-engage natin, hindi naman yun minamanage ng presidente. Hindi naman yung minamanage ng mga executives. Are middle managers. So it is very important. Tandaan nyo to. It is very important that you take good care of your managers. No? The lack of knowledge of your managers would impact your engagement. Kung mahina ang middle managers, mahina ang organization. Do you agree? Pag mahina ang mga managers nyo, if your managers, your middle managers are weak, then you would have a weak organization. Kaya dapat tayo as HR practitioners or HR leaders help develop future leaders, help develop managers. No, I'm not saying you don't develop the staff, but you focus on the development of your managers, because the success or failure of your organization will be impacted if your managers are not properly trained. Okay, let's move down to the next page, Mr. or Miss Administrator. Okay, so this is the slide where it shows, no? Leaders, as ang ginagawa ng leaders, they are focused on strategy. Okay? They are the strategic planning architect. Sila yung nag-iisip paano tayo, how are we going to move in the next 2-3 years from where we are. Sila ang gagawa ng strategiya. The managers would execute those strategies. Pag sinabi ng leaders natin, ito ang strategy natin, the managers will have to execute and prepare an action plan and execute. Sila ang magpre-prepare, ito mga gagawin natin. Yes, according to Michael Barcelona, because the managers play an integral role in ensuring employee engagement. Because from strategy, the managers will convert that strategy into action plan. So sabi, okay, this year, ang strategy ng business natin ay ganito. Sasabihin, like for example, I would give an example of a strategy, no? Like in Nissan, we will go make sure that we promote electric vehicles in the coming 3 to 5 years. Okay? Ngayon, ano gagawin ng mga managers kung yan ang strategy? They will have to come up with an action plan. Hindi naman yung strategy, of course, yung strategies natin, mga leaders, they would still help you prepare that action plan. But otherwise, the managers are responsible in preparing that action plan. Okay? And the staff are expected to produce the result of what the managers would ask them to do. Kaya natin sinasabi na mahalaga ang nasa kamay ng managers yung engagement dahil sila yung nagmo-motivate ng staff to produce. Do you agree? Di ba? Sila yung nagsasabi na ito ang gagawin natin. Ito ang mga dapat natin gawin. Kung hindi sumusunod yung mga tao, kung ayaw sumunod dahil hindi sila believe sa managers nila, no? Then we will see a dysfunctional organization. Okay? So it's very important that your managers are able to communicate with their staff. Tama ba? Na ang managers, imagine nyo na ang inyong mga staff ay hindi nakikinig sa managers. Hindi ako believe sa manager ko. Wala namang alam yan. Kami naman ang talagang gumagawa. Ang talagang naghihirap kami. Wala silang nakukuha sa managers nila because we're not developing the managers. We're not giving the managers, we're not equipping the managers. Kailangan yung mga managers natin, yan yung pinagkukunan ng lakas ng mga staff. Yan yung tinatawag natin na horsepower. Dapat nasa kanila yung power. At sila yung nagbibigay niya sa staff para yung staff will look up to them. So it can never be the the staff ang nagli-lead ng business. It is, of course, managers do that. Di ba? Tama, no? Okay, good. So we're very clear about that, no? Ang sabi natin, retention is the measure, engagement is the vehicle, and of course, our goal is employee experience. Let's move now to the next page. Interesting, no? Okay, we are now going into the heart of engagement, no? Ito na yung pinaka-heart. This is the formula. Ang sabi natin, kailangan natin ng engagement. So here in Nissan, we focus on engagement and engagement model, and then we will talk about the measure on how to measure engagement, and then focus areas, and then execute the strategies. Etong slide na to is just showing us how we will be sharing with you from defining engagement to execution. Paano natin gagawin ng engagement sa organization? Tignan nyo if this is very similar to where you are right now in your organization. Okay, let's move now to the next page. Okay. Can we just press, okay. Ito daw yung definition, okay. Para lang tayo lahat aligned, no? Retention is related to engagement. Ito yung magkamag-anak talaga sila eh. As they say, sabi ng Gallup, involvement and enthusiasm. Kanina may nagsabi niyan, di ba? Of employees in their work and workplace. Di ko lang alam kung sino sa dami na rin ng feedback, no? Yan ang sabi ng Gallup. Involvement, enthusiasm. If you see your people involved and enthusiastic, you are probably looking at them highly engaged. Glint said the degree to which employees invest in their cognitive, emotional, and behavioral energies toward positive organization and outcomes. Ibig sabihin, kung nakikita nyo yung tao nyo na talagang inilalagay nila na lahat yung cognitive, no? Ibig sabihin yung kanilang pag-iisip, yung kanilang efforts, emotional, yung kanilang behavioral, and na lahat pinagsasama-sama na nila, yung talino nila, yung kanilang emotion, yung kanilang behavior. Pag pinagsama-sama na nila, it will come out positive to the organization. That's Glenn. So, what do engaged employees look like? They expand discretionary effort. Ibig sabihin, they go above and beyond, no? Are absorbed in and enthusiastic. Find greater sense of meaning in what they do, and look for opportunities to learn and grow. That's good. That's engagement. That's engaged employees. Next, why is engagement important? No? Employee engagement moves the company toward positive direction. Kung maganda yung feeling ng employees natin, highly engaged sila, and then it will help the organization be more productive, that would be more efficient, motivated, and higher employee retention. So see, retention is the result of a high engaged organization. Okay? And lower risk of burnout, hopefully, if your organization has a good engagement program. Okay, next. The key role of managers in building engagement. Sabi ko nga kanina sa inyo, managers hold the key. So this is where it is coming from. Employee engagement increases dramatically when the daily experiences of employees include positive relationship with their managers. Kung maganda yung relationship ng tao sa manager niya, maganda yung magiging result sa organization, because sabi nga nila 70% of the variance of team engagement across business units is explained by the quality of the manager. Ano ibig sabihin yan? 70% of the variance in team engagement is explained by the quality of the manager. Kung hindi ganun kagaling yung manager ninyo, magkakaroon ng malaking gap, no, across the business in terms of engagement, no? If you're expecting to have a high engagement, and then your managers are not equipped, then expect 70%, as much as 70% variance in team engagement. Tama, di ba? Imagine nyo yung mga managers nyo na hindi man lang alam ang overtime rule. Hindi alam ang pag hindi matulungan yung mga employees on how to operate the machine, hindi man lang makapagbigay ng ideas, no, sa mga staff on how to do things better. Walang ginagawa lang effort to improve the operations. How can you expect the employees to be engaged? Diba? Okay, next. Okay. So this one, culture, total well-being, people management, and career development. This is the engagement model. Ito yung 4 na bagay na dapat nating pinapahalagahan. These are the 4 important pillars. Let's just call it pillars, okay? Dapat, in order to have an organization that is engaged, kasi tinanong ko kayo kanina, I asked you whether you have an engagement program. Yes. So, kailangan reflected yung 4 pillars. At least, no? It's up to you whether you follow this or not. Culture, you have vision, empowerment, and recognition. You must have those things, no? And then people management, your managers are equipped with people management skills, building connections and clear role and responsibilities. And then career development. Do you know that employees leave the organization siguro more than 50% because of lack of career? Yun ang sinasabi nila, no? And now it's very important to see whether you have a total well-being program. Napakahalaga niyan, no? Okay, so the 4 pillars will be discussed in more detail. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the first of the formula that is very important. According to our study, when we did that cross-functional team globally, which I led, meron tinatawag kaming, actually, ang tawag namin dito originally was the 7 habits to build an engaging culture. Kaya lang baka makasuhan kami ni Stephen Covey, ba't namin ginagaya yung 7 habits. So we termed it the 7 steps to build an engaging culture. Let's start off with number 1. Build connection with sense of belonging. I'll try to explain that later on. Promote well-being. Build a competitive team with, well, we call it Nissan Way, no? With the Nissan Way culture, with your culture. Practice people and collaborative leadership. Facilitate regular growth and development conversation. This is where you talk about career, no? And hindi lang pwedeng nagdi-discuss. You should have a program, no, for career development. And if you don't have that, we'll ask Kate to schedule another program on career development, because that's a 2-day course on building a career development program. Value the contribution of your team members. Do you recognize your people? Do you appreciate them? Tignan ko nga, can I ask you, do you have a formal appreciation program? Tignan natin. Appreciation program. It's not the big one, sana bibigyan mo ng plaque or what, no? Do you have an appreciation, say, like this? Later on, I'll show you, no? Pero hindi ko alam kung makikita nyo to, sorry, pero mamaya meron naman tong sample. This is what we call the well done kasi. Well done, no? We recognize people with well done. Okay. Every monthly meeting, good. Connie Silvano. Money, yes. Okay. Did you know that recognizing, rewarding, and appreciating employees would have a very big impact on retention and engagement? And celebrate successes with your team members. Yes, tingnan mo, ang dami nagsasabi that they have a recognition program. Okay. Kasi kulang yung time din natin, no? Yung mga recognition program would be, say, even the service awards, sana meron kayo, yung nire-recognize nyo. O si Rod, wala daw. Rod, you may have to rethink. You should have a retention. Later on, share ko sa inyo ang ginagawa namin. Dapat meron kayong service awards, yung 1 year, 2 years, or whatever, 3 years, 5 years. Recognize your people for their long-term service, loyalty, no? And then you can have a People's Choice Award. We have the People's Choice Award that's voted by the entire employee, entire employee population. Tapos, yung top 3, i-announce namin tapos pagbobotohan uli yung top 3. These are chosen by the employees themselves, and we have the President's Award. The President's Award in Nissan is highly coveted, no? If you get that award, you can get as much as close to 60 to 70,000 worth of cash and gifts for you as a best, as have a best employee. Yearly Employee Service Award. Very good. You are on your way. So we have the 7 steps to build an engaging culture. No? Number 1, sabi nga, build a connection, promote well-being. I think that will be discussed at length. No? Sige. Let's move now to the next page. Sabi, build connections with a sense of belonging. Di ba yan yung behavior? That's the step number 1. Sige. Can you press one more time? Sige, isa pa kaya. Sige, isa pa. Yan, okay. In Nissan, we have you can follow, you can, if you're not a big company and you can form a Facebook page, mag-form kayo ng isang Facebook page. Kasi kami, we're not that big, we're about 200, and we have a Facebook page for Nissan. And then we announce yung birthday, anniversary, mga special announcement, cancellation ng offices, pag sinabi namin meron kaming good, Christine, meron kayo. It's a closed Facebook page for Nissan Philippines. Nandoon lahat ng announcement namin. We recognize people there, yung ongoing training in the organization. Yes. Yung nag-only GC, sino to? Si G, ano to pangalan? Yeah, whoever you are, sorry, hindi ko na nakuha yung pangalan. Try to form a Facebook page. Wala tong bayad, libre lang yan. No? Okay, why? Because you're building connections with a sense of belonging. Because you are trying to put them together as one, no? Yes, Discord. We announce birthday and celebrate it in our quarterly town hall. That's good. Kami rin, may ganun. We have a group chat. Si Ning Canonigo. Ning, you may want to form a Facebook page. Doon yung ilalagay yung mga major announcement nyo like promotion, birthday, training, you know? Even yung pag may mga bagyo, ako yung nag-update doon na may bagyo, lahat tayo work from home. It's where we make an announcement aside from the email announcement. Okay? Step number 2. Kasi baka maubusan ako ng oras eh. Promote well-being. Okay? So here in Nissan, we have what we call Are You Okay Day. It's a virtual discussion whenever we go for a webinar. Although ngayon medyo hindi na masyado yung kami nagmi-meeting online, more on face-to-face na kami. We require our employees to report for work two times a week. In each week, no? 2 times kami pumapasok. But otherwise, pag nasa online kami ganito, we ask each one, are you okay? You know, this are you okay came from Australia because ang taas ng suicide cases ng Australia. So they promoted this and we adopted it in Nissan. So this Are You Okay logo is actually adopted from Australia. This is an organization. You can Google it. And we try to promote well-being. In Nissan, we also have this wellness weekend. If you take a leave 3 days before or in between the weekend, halimbawa, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days kayong nag-leave, no? Kasi dumaan sa weekend, we call that wellness weekend. Or you say, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, instead of filing 3 days vacation leave, you will only file 2.5. Yung 0.5 is already a plus to you. It's not going to be deducted because we promote well-being, no? And then once in a while, we would provide them with health wellness kit, mga ganyan. We have Christmas party for employees. We would have, Christmas parties for the kids, no? We would have family day. We go watch movie as a family, the whole Nissan family, something like that. Okay, let's move now to the next page. Build a competitive team, no? Build a competitive team. Discuss about our culture and values. Empower team members to make decisions. Seek team members to support one another and provide support without removing responsibility. I just hope that all of us here would have a formal department meeting. Meron ako nakikita kanina town hall. That's good because town hall would have an impact on building information in the organization, and then do a department meetings as well. Dapat may regular, and there you can do your appreciation. There you can have a simple siguro share of biscuits, coffee, or what have you, so that you would have to, na-address nyo na yung ibang behaviors. Okay, let's move now to number 4. Okay, practice people and collaborative leadership. If you are managers here, sinong nakatake na ng situational leadership? Can I see hands? Sorry, mukhang magbe-break na daw tayo, sabi ni Kate. Magbe-break na ba? Sige, after this step 4, we'll have a break na lang, ha? Sige.
Yes.
Okay, sorry ha. Medyo na ako, parang engrossed ako with the discussion. Practice people and correct. Oh, okay, Ning, you're practicing situational leadership, okay? And then for those who are not, just go through this. You can check that, Google it, check. Although we took that 2 days, situational leadership, but the situational leadership simply talks about how to handle people depending on the level of their competency. No, you start off with given direction. No, kung hindi pa ganun katibay yung knowledge ng mga tao nyo, kayo yung nagbibigay more on the communication. No, you try to give them direction. No, and then that's the only way you go to S4, which is more or less delegation and all those things, no, is when people are already well aware, no? Kung alam na nila yung kanilang trabaho, that's when you are able to really give them the empowerment to do their thing, no? Okay, so I cannot discuss the situational leadership because that's not our topic, but what I'm saying is to practice situational leadership and people collaborative leadership. Kailangan mag-communicate tayo, respect one another, tignan nyo kung anong level of knowledge, and then do not expect na lahat ng tao nyo pare-parehong matatalino, lahat ng tao nyo pare-parehong may alam. Iba-iba yan ng level of knowledge. Merong well-informed, meron yung iba hindi pa ganun ka alam, yung iba magaling, mauuna pa sa manager niya. And then handle them according to their knowledge and competencies. Okay, before we move to the 5th one, Kate, take it away. I think we will have a 5-minute break.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we're going on a 5-minute break and we'll see you later. Thank you. Okay, everyone. Good afternoon again. I'm back. And as I have mentioned a while ago, that during our break time, there will be an exciting activity and it's happening right now. So for those who are not yet part of our Viber community, the QR code is there, flash on the screen. Scan it right now. Or you can also type 0917-325-7870 in Viber, and immediately you will find yourself inside our Viber community. So watch out for that. Make sure you're a part of it. And then you have to look for our Viber community admin, RV Ariva. RV Ariva will be the last one na nag-post ng message. So all you have to do is click that account and later send a message later, okay? Because we're going to play a game, and this game will have 2 winners. Again, we are going to look for the winners in our Viber community. We will not be using the Zoom chat box. We will not be using the chat box via live stream. Everyone be a part of the Viber community right now. So again, each winner will be receiving 200 pesos, and it's going to go straight to your GCash account. So I hope you guys are ready. The game is called Guess the Movie. It's very easy. We will just be showing you short clips or short trailers of some movies. This is what you have to do. You have to give us the correct and complete title of that movie and send it via Viber, not through the GC, but send it privately to Ariva. I'm sorry, to RV Ariva. Okay, you have to look for that. Look for that account, RV Ariva. That is where you will be sending it. And if you're the first one to get it correct, 200 pesos will be sent to your GCash account. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope everyone is a part of the Viber community right now. If you're not yet part, the the link also is here in the chat box via Zoom. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. But for you guys to get the feel of the game, let's do a trial run. Okay, this one, no prize yet, but I want you to start guessing the title of this movie. Let's watch it. There you go. I'm sure you're seeing on screen how fast the Viber is moving. But I am also seeing some answers via the chat box here in Zoom, via the live streams. Again, let me repeat, we will be ignoring those because we are going to focus inside our Viber community. Those who are sending messages privately to RV Ariva in Viber are the ones that we will consider. Okay. So yes, you cannot chat in the GC. You have to send it to RV. Okay. Look for RV, our Viber community admin. So let me check your answers. We have High School Musical. There are variations. There's High School, one word, and High School, two words. There's also High School Musical 1, High School Musical 2, High School Musical 3, and High School Musical 4. A lot of variations. Okay, let's see. Do we have the right answer? It is High School Musical. So two words, not just one word. Yung high school, two words. High School Musical. And no number after the word musical. Let me remind everyone that we are looking for the complete and correct title. That means there should be no extra words, no missing words, and the proper spacing. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready. This next clip will give you 200 pesos. Let's watch it. There you go. And they're still moving. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up. I am seeing Moneyball. I am also seeing Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm seeing, what are the other answers? Moneyball, one word, Moneyball, two words. Other answers? Okay, so mostly are Moneyball and Money All. There you go. Let's see what is the correct title of that movie. It is, yes, Moneyball, and it's just one word. So the first one who got it right, we have our first winner. We have Jeric Ulanday. Congratulations, Jeric. Congratulations. You are our first winner, Jeric. This is what you have to do. Again, send us a message. This time it will be your GCash account number. We'll be waiting for that so that we can send you your prize in a little while. Congratulations, Jeric. Now, Jeric, because you've won already, you will not be able to join the game anymore so that your other co-participants will have a chance in getting the last 200 pesos. Okay? Congratulations. And to the rest of our participants, one more winner. We're looking for one more winner. It might be you. Let's watch this next clip. Okay, so that's it. The answers are Catch Me If You Can, The Wild Wall Street. Okay, the Accountant, The Wolf of Wall Street, Catch Me If You Can. The other answers, The Wolf of Wall Street. There you go. So those are the guesses. Let's see. Do we have a winner? What is the title of that movie? It is The Aviator. No one was able to get it. Sayang. Don't worry. We have some other movies here on the line. Don't worry. We are really going to give this 200 pesos away. So let's have another one. Let's watch this. There. Okay, still moving too fast. Let me catch up here on the messages. I'm seeing 300, seeing Gladiator. So mostly 300 and Gladiator, but there's also The Gladiator. Gladiator, The Gladiator, and 300. 3,000. I'm also seeing 3,000 now. What are the other answers? So those are the answers that we're seeing. Let's reveal the title of this movie. It is Gladiator. And let me check. Let me just go back here. Who was the first one to get it right? And we have our winner, Faye. Congratulations, Faye. Congratulations. You will also receive 200 from Ariva Academy. Faye, we will be waiting for your GCash account number. Send it to us again here in Viber, and then we'll send you your prize in a little while. Congratulations to our two winners. Congratulations, Jerry. And congratulations, Faye. And thank you to everyone who joined. I hope you had fun. You enjoyed that game. I'll be moving on to my other announcements right now. Stay on top of our insights and updates. Stay connected with Ariva Academy. You can join Ariva Academy's Facebook group. You can also like our Facebook page. You can follow us in LinkedIn, and also you can check out our website, ariva.com.ph. Also, again, for those of you who kept on sending their answers via our Zoom chat box, via the live stream chat box, and you're not yet part of the Ariva Academy Viber community, please join the Ariva Academy Viber community. There's a lot of fun things happening there, not just via the games, because you will also be learning a lot from us in our Viber community. So looking forward to really welcoming everyone there. Now, for those of you who might have missed the free live webinars that we've had, we started last 2020. It's now 2024. So that means we really have a lot. For those of you who missed those past free live webinars, all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channels, Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. Now, we also have the Ariva Speakers Bureau. We have a lot of speakers under the Ariva Academy Speakers Bureau. So for those of you who are interested in inviting our speakers to conduct a program exclusive for your team or for your whole company, we can help you out with that. Here are some of the programs that we offer, but we have a lot more than them. Okay, and then a lot more than these, the ones that you're seeing right now. All you have to do is give us a call or send us an email, and we'll help you with all of your in-house training needs. Now, also, let me invite you to some of our upcoming learning events. Here are some of them. The Perfect Pitch, Public Speaking and Presentation Skills Breakthrough will happen on January 24. Now, on January 25, we have Essentials of Strategic Planning. The 20th Hitting Targets Through Innovative Collection and Receivable Strategies is on January 26. January 31, Corporate Governance for Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises. Also on the same day, digital marketing and selling strategies to ramp up your sales. Now, February 6th, another free live webinar will happen with the topic 24 virtual job interview tips for hiring managers and recruiters. Some of you might find this very useful. Again, this will be on February 6th already. Now, February 8th, we have the effective supervisory leadership. February 8th, also computerized accounting system for top withholding agents. February 13 is still a free live webinar. This time it's a day before Valentine's Day. So really interesting. The topic is the heart of workplace harmony, cultivating love, forgiveness, and trust in the workplace. February 15, we have developing your communication styles and emotional intelligence in the modern workplace. February 15 as well, the essentials of annual income tax. February 16, how to write company policies and procedures. Conducting successful organization and HR audit. Let me go back to that. That will be on February 21. So those are the programs that we have for the rest of the month until next month. For those of you who are interested in joining any of those programs, especially the free live webinars, all you have to do is go to our website, ariva.com.ph, so that you can register online as early as now. Okay, so I won't be taking much of your time anymore. I'm going to give the floor back to our speaker, Mr. Eric Del Castillo.
Thank you very much, Kate. Okay, congrats the mga nanalo, ha. Okay, let's move now to the page where we had the situational leadership. Yes, let's move now to step 5. Step 5. Yes, facilitate regular growth conversation, no? Nawala. Regular growth and development conversation. Basically, what we're saying here, sa 7 behaviors, kailangan nating makipag-usap sa staff natin about their career, no? I hope that you also have that in your organization. You don't do this on a monthly basis. I hope you do it at least twice a year, you know? We have later on, I'll share with you the CDP. Let's move down to the next page, please. The 6th step is value the contribution of your team members. Here, make sure that you ensure competitive pay and rewards, and that the value of the job of your employees are constantly compared to the market. Recognize the role of your team members in the organization. So if you practice, yeah, that's good. We have a quarterly dialogue with staff. I hope that you do it one-on-one also, Ning. It would also have not just the entire team, but one-on-one, because iba rin yung value ng one-on-one. Oh? Okay, value the contribution is trying to align, no? Trying to align with market in terms of market rates. I hope you have that kind of practice. And then the seventh one is, this is quite unique in Nissan, no? Let's move. Press one more. Okay. Okay, this one is quite unique because this is already what we call the well done factor. No, if you are familiar with well done, go and check it. This is a book by Ken Blanchard, and we translated it, no, into an appreciation program. No, hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo to, but this is a Nissan Way certificate where I was named as an awardee, no? And then we have so many, marami kaming mga items, no? Like this one, this is we use it for well done promotion, no? Meron kaming mga ganyan, marami kaming mga paraphernalia. And here in Nissan, in the Facebook, when you say, meron pa akong isa mas malaki. No, I have this. I don't know if you can see it, but this was given to me by, okay, hindi na makita kasi, no? Masyado kailangan. Sorry, Yan. Siguro nakikita nyo ng konti. It's a whale stock toy. No, it's all over my office because we promote appreciation, no? Here, pag meron kang nagawang maganda sa amin, we post it on Facebook and we say, well done, no? Even yung mga naka-receive ng award o kaya may magandang natapos, we call it well done, no? It's a play of word on well done. No? It's a book when it says, ang sinasabi nila, yung study nila sa sa Florida, if you visit SeaWorld in Florida, yung mga black whales daw, every time you feed them, ng fish, if they do better tricks, mas gumagaling yung tricks nila pag nire-reward sila. So that is the essence of that book. It's very thin. You can read it, no? So it's part of our pag nabigyan ka ng award, it goes with a certificate, token. Meron pa kaming mga token like this, no? Meron nakalagay diyan na well done na logo. And then dito sa aking if you see my quote, meron kayong nakikitang pin, whale pin yan. It's a whale pin. No? So we really promote well done. It's been here, so we call it well done factor for the last 9 years. And it's part of our culture, rewarding culture. Okay? So that's the 7 behaviors or the 7 steps, no, to engaging the team. Let's move down to the next page. How to measure the actual level of engagement. O sige, let's move now to the next page, please. Okay, this one is a global employee survey. I mentioned to you about Glint, and here we measure engagement and we measure enablement. No, one question that we ask is, how are you working at? No, I would recommend as a great place to work. No, that's the company when you say the blank. No, how are you working at Nissan, or how are you working at Ariva? No, and I would recommend Ariva as a great place to work. Employees are asked that. No, so meron kaming rating. So every year we would know where we are. And Nissan Philippines has always been above the global standards. Okay, so I hope that you have your own survey as well. Next page, please. This one, that's the same. Let's move to the next page. Yes, this one, moments that matter. Ano ba yung mahalaga sa mga employees? Ano yung pinakamahalagang mga nagbibigay sa kanila ng kasiyahan? What makes them happy? These moments that matter, if Ariba can provide you this, it's a 7 or 8 question questionnaire, no, that asks you about how you are managing your people. At work, do you have the opportunity to do what you best every day? Yung mga ganyang questions. And meron niyang range, no? If your total score is 35, that's excellent. If it's between 30 to 35, that's good. So this is an indicator of where you are in terms of your engagement. Next. We're running out of time, sorry, but let's move now to the next. Sorry, kulang pala yung oras natin, Kate, no? So where are we now? So, okay, focus areas. Imagine that you have already seen your global employee survey results and you know which one to address, no? Go back to your 7 behaviors or the 7 steps, no? And then do other activities. Meron akong ituturo pa sa inyo na 2 action. Sige, let's move now to the next page on the employee conversation. Okay, this one is the one-on-one conversation which I shared to Ning earlier kasi sabi niya may group daw sila. I think meron din silang one-on-ones. But this one-on-one is a 45-minute or 40-minute activity here in Nissan. Sometimes umaabot pa to ng 1 hour, no? Where you would communicate with each of your subordinate or your coworker, or if in my case, I of course talk to a lot of people, no? And then ang topic namin basically is about connect on pressing issues, develop a strong relationship. Ayan yung mga objectives niyan, no? And then this is just to talk about what's happening to the employee, how are you going to help him cope with the work, mga ganyan. 5 minutes opening, o anong reason why are we in a meeting. 15 minutes check-in, yung kamusta na, ano nang progress nito, kamusta na yung family mo, if it's about the family. And then 15 minutes, okay, these are the things that I want to focus on, no? Ito yung itutulong ko sa'yo as a manager, and then close. Basically, the purpose of that is to ensure that you're connected with your subordinate. Ang purpose ng one-on-one is building connection, building positive relationships, and understanding the employee's needs and how you can help as a manager. Imagine if you can do this at least once a month with your subordinate, no? Sometimes as often as you can, you are building a strong relationship with your subordinate. Next. Okay, the career plan is part of the overall career discussion, no? I'm sure if you have a very big organization, you can do a career development plan. Ito yung nagsaset kayo ng objectives like ako, I want to become an HR global leader, no? Tapos anong mga kailangan kong gawin? In this development, I'm sure you have your own, but this is just an example, no, of a career development plan where you want to be what you want to be in the next 5 years. What actions will you do in order to achieve that? And pag diniscuss mo to sa subordinate mo, tutulungan mo sila, no? When you discuss this, kasi siya yung nag-fill out niya, no? Kung anbawa, kayo yung subordinate ko that you have this CDP, I, as a manager, will talk about how can I help you achieve your goal, your career goal. So, career discussion, this is called career planning or career or individual development planning. Here, you would say, Amy, I'd like you to take this course because in 3 years, based on your CDP, you would like to be the senior manager for HR. So these are the areas for development. So sa tingin ko, hindi mo napansin, but ito yung kailangan mong gawin in order to achieve that. No? So do you have a formal career development discussion in your organization? Sige nga, tignan natin. Meron ba kayong formal career development discussion? You know what is important in a career development discussion? May nakikita silang changes. Ha? Kasi hindi pwedeng career talk, pero wala naman development. Okay, yes, Sherwin. Tama ba? Gascon. And then, Robert Ubaldo, none. Ayan, none. But yes, but make sure if you have the CDP discussion or career development, meron ding talagang career na pag-uusapan, no? Hindi pwedeng may discussion pero wala namang future. Okay? Next. I think we're almost at the end, no? Yes. I think that's the end of the line, and the focus of, I said this topic is retention strategies. Then we focus on engagement because we believe that if people are engaged, they will go above and beyond, and you would have a higher retention rate, lower attrition rate. And you are doing a good job because eventually that would reach your goal to having a good employee experience. Thank you very much. And that would be all. Unless you have questions, we only have 8 minutes to go. Kate, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, we are now opening the floor for questions. For those of you who would like to ask a question, type them here in the chat box so that I can read them. But we already have some questions here. So let me read the first question that we received. Here it is. Coach, how to retain employees who are not happy working in the company but have significant contribution at work? How do we motivate them to stay? Interesting,
That's
right?
good. Naku, napakahirap ng question na yan.
That's
To
the
that
first one,
person who
sorry.
asked that, I came from MGM Motor. You know what you can do? Do a one-on-one discussion. Talk about aning aspiration ng employee talaga, no? Because he's a contributor, no? Kate, he is a contributor, and you wouldn't want this person to leave, no? Talk about what's the yung moment that matter. Ano yung mahalaga sa kanya? And then from there, probably you can help him address that need. No, depends. Actually, I cannot answer directly kasi hindi ko rin alam yung situation. But if we know, then that's the only way we can help the employee. Understand the aspiration, understand the need, and based on your question alone, it's very critical talent. Don't lose that talent.
Okay, thank you for that. Here's another question. The second one is, does employee retention program come with great monetary cost?
Yes, I think to be frank about it has to be a holistic program, Kate. It cannot be just panay party, hindi pwedeng panay bigay ng bigay. It has to be holistic. Holistic because when you look at the 7 steps, hindi naman yun lahat pera. No? Di ba sabi ko, building relationship, one-on-one discussion, career discussion, you don't necessarily have to invest on those things. But there are those na alignment ng market rate. O di syempre, kung mababa yung sweldo nyo at kailangan mag-align, you will have to adjust your budget. Like appreciation in the Philippines, kung magbibigay ka ng like this cute token, cost about 150, then you will have to spend a well done token, no? So meron din, but there are, check the 7 behaviors, or we call it 7 steps, and there are those na hindi naman, you don't need to really spend, but hindi pwedeng zero, you will have to spend it.
Yes. Thank you so much. Now we're receiving questions here in the chat box via Zoom. So let me read the first one. It was sent to me directly. So this one's an anonymous question again. Here's the question. How can we keep the contributor employee to the company despite of toxic workload and no salary increase or benefit? This employee is from the leadership team, but the salary is for rank and file only. So very specific.
Oh, anong number yan sa ating 7 steps? Di ba? I think number 6. That you have to align to market. It cannot be a charitable institution. On the part of the employee, it cannot be giving you too much and then you don't get anything in return. It has to be fairly compensated employee, I should say. No? Hindi pwede ring bigay siya ng bigay, walang ibinibigay ang company. It has to be fair. You as HR should be able to help that employee through your management discussion. As a manager ng HR, i-communicate mo na hindi po pwede yung ganyan. So it will not last long. It will affect the organization.
Okay, thank you for that. Next question. This one is from Ira. This is her question. What other employee engagement activities can we offer to our employees with minimal cost? So everyone's trying to save here.
Minimal cost, one-on-one conversation, career development, team building, you maximize your town hall, no? And then you probably just, instead of having a lunch box, you can probably just have a coffee and talk session with coffee and biscuit, no? That you don't have to spend a lot, no? You can start small. You don't have to be big. You have to start small.
Yes.
No problem. That's, yeah.
Okay, next question. Let me move on. This is from Danny Rose. This is her question. How to handle a manager who seems to be the reason for high attrition?
That manager has to be, that has to be called upon by the boss. Kung sino man yung superior niya, dapat trained yon on how to handle this kind of situations. Kaya nga sabi natin, mahalaga na yung mga managers are well equipped. Kung may ganyan kayong subordinate na hindi marunong mag-supervise, then you have to develop that manager. And then kung hindi talaga sila marunong, yung HR, I hope, can do an intervention. But HR is not always the immediate, ha? Dapat tayo yung nagbibigay ng tools, pero hindi tayo yung harap-harap laging umaharap.
Okay, thank you for that. I'll move to the next question. This one's interesting. Coach, if you are losing a prized employee to a competitor or a competing company, what is the best strategy to win that employee back?
Well, the first question is that employee worth it na i-keep?
Well, if he said it's the priced employee, so that means that
you know,
really a good one.
No, the answer there is not hindi pwedeng yung what we call this, yung without, kailangan kasi strategic yung answer natin. Hindi pwedeng reactionary. It has to be proactive. You have to set in place a succession plan. Kanina na may nag-mention yan, no? Because you can never win an employee always. May mga reason yan for leaving, no? Kasi pwedeng ma-win mo siya ngayon, pero after a year, magre-resign din yan. You know, the long-term solution is make sure you have a very strong succession plan. And if you want to win that, try your best, but make sure that yung impact ng strategy nyo will be supporting the whole organization. Hindi pwedeng case to case. It has to be holistic approach.
Okay, here's another question. It was somehow connected to the other question a while ago, but this time, here goes. There are companies who are nice to work into. They have good benefits, they pay competitive salary, they have succession planning, good compensation package. Why do you think employees still leave companies like that?
Okay. There are a lot of reasons, no? Based on our global employee survey and based on our we have, kasi sabi ko nga, meron kaming coffee and talk with the president, we get to see, kailangan tingnan natin yung root cause of the problem. Where is it coming from? No? And then you will realize that some of the issues are leadership, no? And then organizational culture, o kaya work-life balance, o kaya yung work that he's currently doing, walang job fit. You have to really understand the root cause. And unless you do a root cause analysis or discussion with that employee, you will never really know how to address it. Kasi kailangan natin maintindihan where that person is coming from. And then from there, we create an intervention.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, these questions, they are kind of connected with each other. This is a question from Sarah. She's asking what are the current trends in terms of engagement. The other question is best practices after the new normal.
Yes, I think people in the Philippines would always want to be tayo kasi relationship based no?
Yes,
so it's
are.
very important that we build relationships. That's the first behavior, or that's the first step that we are supposed to do in the organization. No, build relationship, and that would be very important activity that you can start. Okay.
Okay, few more. Is it okay if we go over time, Coach?
Sorry, Kate, I have a meeting at 3:30. If there are other questions, sorry, I can no longer extend because I'm being called already for a management
meeting. For your other
meeting,
but that's okay.
Sige.
It's okay, Coach. Right now, I would like
if you have questions, please connect with me on LinkedIn and I'll try to help you with your questions. I'm on LinkedIn, Erickson Del Castillo, and anything you need, I'll get back to you. I'm sorry, but I have another meeting that's very urgent. Thank you very much, Kate.
That's okay. Coach Eric, before you leave, would like to present you with a certificate first.
Yes, thank you.
Let me just read this. Ariva Academy Learning Development at its finest gratefully presents a certificate of appreciation to Erickson A. Del Castillo for imparting his professional expertise, valuable insights, knowledge, and wisdom as resource speaker during the conduct of online learning session entitled Employee Retention Strategies That Work, Proven Employee Retention Strategies for a Thriving Workplace, given the 16th day of January 2024 via Zoom conference, signed by J.M. Matienzo and Michelle Irish Malonda Samson. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our speaker, Coach Eric Del Castillo.
Thank you very much, everyone. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll get back to you. Bye.
Okay, so everyone, let's have a group photo before we leave.
Okay.
Turn on your cameras, please, and let me call on our technical director. Quick one. Eric, please, let's have a quick photo shoot with Sir Eric. Thank you so much, Direct Eric. Again, Coach Eric, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon. We really appreciate your presence. And to all of our participants, thank you for being with us. We're looking forward to welcoming you again in our future learning events. God bless you all. Thank you.